The Rebbe is about to begin learning Hakdama Talmud Eser Sfirot, the introduction to the learning of the 10 Sfirot by the Hasullam. Good week to everybody. We're beginning today the introduction to the 10 Sfirot, a wondrous compilation by our Rebbe the Hasullam as an introduction to his work, the Talmud Eser Sfirot. The compilation is divided into two. From 1 until 37, our Rebbe the Hasullam is explaining the necessity of learning the wisdom of Kabbalah. And he delineates all the questions and the doubts that there are concerning this. From 38, it's explained in a wondrous way the levels of spiritual development, from hiddenness to conditional love, unconditional love, the foundations of spiritual work. We'll begin with number 1. First of all, I find a great need to break down the iron wall that is found in dividing between us and the wisdom of the Kabbalah since the destruction of the temple and until now, until this generation. That is in a very strong way heavy on us and arouses the fear that it would, God forbid, be forgotten, the Kabbalah from Israel. The Rebbe explains, this iron wall exists among the religious community. It doesn't exist among the non-religious community because the non-religious community has no walls or limitations or what's forbidden, as though there's no past. The non-religious community is open to everything. But the religious community, and specifically the ultra-Orthodox, that have instructions and what's forbidden and limitations from the past, for them, there is a very strong iron wall. It is completely taboo. That is very heavy on us in a strong way. Meaning that it's very, very heavy and problematic. This wall between us and the Kabbalah. What's the reason? Why is this heavy on us? What's the difference between us and generations in the past? The difference is that in our generation, without the Kabbalah, it will be very hard to stay strong in our belief. And if we don't have belief, we don't have anything. In these communities that I mentioned, there's a strong wall between them and learning the Kabbalah. Telling a religious Jew to spend time learning Kabbalah is like telling someone that they need to spend their time learning quantum physics. So to say, what's the connection between me? Like similarly, like busying oneself in the Kabbalah. And there's other people that would take it as something forbidden. It's like telling somebody that God forbid eat pig. Be shocked in a similar way. A lot of the religious community trembles from the thought of learning the Kabbalah. This causes a lot of sorrow. It obviously gave sorrow to the Bala Sulam, and it gives sorrow to us. Because the generation is sick. And we have here a remedy, a cure. We want to give the cure to the generation, to save the generation. Everybody's looking with suspicious eyes, as though you're coming to present them with the disease and not the cure. So this causes sorrow. But this is the situation. And this gave a lot of sorrow to the Bala Sulam. And therefore he says, first of all, at the beginning of the matter, I find a great need. The Bala Sulam had a great need to break down this iron wall. And here, when I begin to speak on the heart of someone about learning the Kabbalah, the first question is, why do I need to know how many angels are in heaven? Why do I need to know the quantum physics? I'm not a physicist and it doesn't interest me. I'm a simple person. Why do I need to know how many angels there are in heaven and what their names are? What is the interest to me? What's its connection to my life? I can't keep all of the Torah completely with all of their details without knowing these matters. Secondly, I'm asked, but haven't the sages already said, as it says in the Rambam, in the foundations of the Torah, in the 4th chapter, that first we need to fill our bellies with the Talmud and the Poskim. And who can fool themselves that they've already finished all of the revealed Torah, and only the hidden Torah is lacking to them? If I give a criteria that we need to finish the Talmud and the Poskim, that's something that by itself takes a whole life. Third of all, a person is afraid that they won't go sour from this learning. What does it mean, go sour? It means that they'll go bad. Because there's been instances that this has happened by way of the Kabbalah. This is meaning, like over history until our generation, because of busying in oneself in Kabbalah, there's been those that have left the way of the Torah. For example, there was the cult of Shabtai Tzvi, who were the Frankistim, all sorts of cults that busy themselves in the Kabbalah. And in the way of Kabbalah went into all sorts of different illusionary ways throughout all of history until our generation. The wisdom of Kabbalah allows a person to go into imaginary ways and to and to go against the ways of the Torah, or to not give importance to the ways of Torah. So these are known matters. If so, why do I need to enter myself into sorrow like this? Why busy with the wisdom that I see the results? And who would be so foolish as to put themselves into such a danger for no reason? Fourth of all, even those that this learning is beloved to them of the Kabbalah, they only allow it for very holy people. It's not for everybody to learn. Because it's the Kabbalah is a high learning. It's the crowning jewel of all of Torah and Judaism. The Kabbalah is thought to be only for the smallest percentage of people to learn. And then the fifth question, which is the strongest of all, is that in anything that we have a doubt about, we go out and see what the normal, what's the commonly accepted way. And here we see that everybody has the same opinion, that everybody has left their hands from the learning of the Kabbalah. Ultra-Orthodox, Orthodox, all the different streams of Judaism, all of those connected to Judaism, all the different streams have left off from learning the Kabbalah. All the different streams, doesn't matter which. Everybody in one opinion has stopped from learning the Kabbalah. And if anybody asked, they would say that without any doubt, it is much more worthwhile to learn a page of Gemara than to learn the wisdom of the Kabbalah. And that's the norm now, to learn the Gemara, the Daf HaYomi, the daily page of the Gemara. So we have here 5 questions that our Rebbe, the Baal Sulam, is developing, all the problems and doubts and hardships that people have with the subject of learning the Kabbalah. And in the continuation, here the Baal Sulam will answer all of these questions. Now, if you ask me, he's going to give true answers to all of these questions. So why is there still this iron wall between us and the Kabbalah? That's separating between us and the Kabbalah? Because the Rebbe, the Baal Sulam, has already answered these questions. So there's a few answers to this. The known answer is that you can bring the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink. That is to say, there are many great tzaddikim that talk about the importance of learning the Kabbalah, not only the Baal Sulam. This doesn't interest anybody. But you can't force anybody, not with the questions and not with the answers.